Hey guys, Gaming Dragon here.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Apparently I don't get to do my intro. Thanks a lot, game.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Really?
Employee
That's
number
so fucking
427's
not
job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Yeah, I have
Orders
no
came to him through a monitor
Sorry.
on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
And I would shoot myself in the face.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Really?
Something he would never quite forget.
No, I'll never
He had
forget
been at
that
his
day.
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Yes!
Never in
it.
all his years at the company
I actually
had this
did
happen.
see a walkthrough
This
and I
complete
remember actually
isolation.
that part only.
Something was very clearly wrong.
I don't remember really anything.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
But I want to finish my coffee. My coffee's so cool. Look, oh crap. Stanley, how many times do I have to tell you that Butsky is playing Arma 3? How many times? I don't know about that shit. Shut up, Stabler. Wait, you can talk? Yeah, I've always been able to talk, Wayne. Well, fuck you. Oh, fuck you too.
All of
bitch,
his
I hope you
co-workers
die.
were gone.
Whoa.
What could it
That was a
mean?
little offensive. Don't
Stanley
say
decided to
bitch.
go to the meeting room.
Yeah,
Perhaps
what's
he had
up?
simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's read this. The sterile office and deep carpet, the strips you call some conversation. Kill me! I've been printing these for weeks. Why have they not turned me off yet? Filing the window. I don't know what the hell the rest says. I will help you. I'll help you.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
Shut
couldn't
the
find a
fuck up, I'm
trace
helping
of
the
his
poor printer.
co-workers.
It's okay. It's okay, little printer. Yeah, happy. Look, maybe if I turn off all these computers, he'll be happy. And he'll print something saying, "Thank you, stranger. I love you." Whoa, what is that? Be my Valentine. I don't want to be a Cup's Valentine. Sorry, Cup. I won't be a Valentine. I promised this plant already. She's my date. Her name is Brittany. Say hi to Brittany. Hi. Whoa, did you stop, Cup? Yeah, I'm back. Well, Brittany, say hi to Cup. Hi, Cup. What the fuck? What the fuck was with that voice? Oh, I have a little bit of cold. Well, that sounds like more of a cold, more like fucking man. Good shit. I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
shit, I'm supposed
he
to
entered
wait,
the
I think.
door on his left.
Brittany! You're here! Hey, Wayne. What's up? Want me to kill you? How about I punch you in the face? Okay. BAM! There. Yes, my name is Wayne.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Now
well.
you guys know my real
Perhaps he
name.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room.
Oh, wait, I didn't even pay attention
It
to
had
the
really been
directions. I
worth the
walked
detour,
in a
but eager
random
to get
door.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, sorry, I didn't listen.
And so he detoured
Sorry.
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
Shit,
track.
Which one? The first real decision. Okay, let's follow him, because I have a feeling he'll kill me.
Yet there was not a single person here
Not
either.
a single person!
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
I'm so
hoping he
scared.
might...
I'm so scared.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No! Freaking, I'm gonna find myself a new date in this broom closet. Since Brittany's a man, She told me she was a woman.
There was nothing
Dang
here.
it, we only talked
No
online.
choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom
Hey,
closet.
French,
No
what you told
reason
me?
to still be here.
So I'm trying to get the different character voice, and I don't want to try to.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He
I'll
wasn't even
go
doing
on and say
anything.
what to
At
do.
least if there was
Yeah!
something to interact with,
Okay.
he'd be justified in some
Okay,
way.
Stanley
As
got
it
some.
is,
Happy?
he's literally
Happy?
just
Stanley got
standing
some,
there
bitch!
doing sweet FA.
What the affair? Affair?
Coming to a staircase,
I don't
Stanley
care.
walked
Fuck
upstairs
you.
to his boss's office.
Oh, I don't want to go to my boss's office. I want to go downstairs. It's like the game stairs. You never know what you can find.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
I
He
don't even know if
considered the
there is a game
possibility
called
of facing
stairs.
his
I think
boss,
there is.
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be
I can't-
fired for that.
I can't think of
And
a-
in such a competitive economy, why had he
Why?
taken that risk?
What?
All because he
What?
believed everyone had vanished.
What the?
His boss would think he was
Is this,
crazy.
Did
And
we
then
already
something
pass this
occurred to
room?
Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
we
I
pass
am
all these
crazy.
rooms?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously
I know
out
we
of
passed this
existence
room.
in a single moment
Okay,
for
there's
no
gonna be a
reason at
car
all.
here.
None of it made any logical
There's gonna be
sense.
a
And as
freaking
Stanley pondered this,
storage
he began to make
everything.
other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
No! I
Why
can't
did
see-
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange.
it's
This
all
can't be
too-
real.
it can't be real.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
is all
What a
a
relief
dream.
Stanley felt to have
So
finally
come
found an
on,
answer, an
everybody,
explanation.
and think you're in
His
a dream,
co-workers
and
weren't
then you
actually
can
gone.
punch yourself in
He
the
wasn't
face
going
and
to
punch
lose his
yourself
job.
in the nipple.
He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm not crazy.
And he thought
I'm
to
not
himself,
crazy.
I suppose
What, you
I'll
think I'm
wake up
crazy?
soon.
You wanna see
I'll
crazy?
have to
You
go
wanna see
back
crazy?
to
I'm
my
on this
boring
computer,
real-life
that's
job
crazy.
pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So,
Yay, I'm
he imagined
lucid.
himself
I
flying
don't even know
and
what
began to
lucid
gently
is.
float above the ground.
What? I'm flying!
Then he
I'm
imagined
an
himself
alien,
soaring
motherfucker.
through space on a
can
magical
fly,
starfield.
motherfuckers.
And it too appeared. It was so much fun.
fly,
And Stanley
motherfuckers.
marveled that he had still
See ya,
not woken
I'm in
up.
space,
How
motherfucker.
was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
Why?
dictating
Why's there a
everything
voice?
that I'm doing and thinking?
Why is there a
Now
voice?
the voice was
Why is the
describing itself
voice?
being considered by Stanley,
Why
who
is
found it
there a
particularly
voice?
strange.
That's
I'm
not a
dreaming about a
voice.
voice describing
there a
me,
voice? I
thinking
need
about
to
how
know.
it's describing my
I need
thoughts,
to
he
know.
thought.
Sorry, my voice.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered
Why?
if this voice spoke to all
Why,
people in
you
their dreams,
bitch?
the
Get
truth
the
was
fuck
that,
out
of
of my
course,
head.
this was not a dream.
Get out of here.
How could it be?
I'm out.
Was Stanley simply deceiving
I'm
himself,
I'm
believing
out.
that if he's
I am
asleep, he doesn't have to
motherfucking
take
out, bitch.
responsibility for himself?
Shut the
Stanley
fuck up,
is
I'm
as
out.
awake right now
God
as
damn
he's
it.
ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this
Stanley's
was in fact a
hyperventilating
dream.
right now.
Did the voice not see him float and make the
Okay,
magical
it's okay.
stars just a
Cynical
moment ago?
Kiwi is
How
way
else would the
too
voice
important
explain
too.
all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Get the fuck out of here.
He
Why?
would prove it.
How
He
much
would
fucking
prove that he
longer?
was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently,
What?
and he
No.
invited himself
Don't
to
you
wake
close your
up.
eyes, Stanley.
He
no.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Ah,
the press of the mattress on his back,
the nice mattress.
the fresh air of a world outside this one.
It smells like dumpsters.
Let me
Damn
wake
it.
up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this
Let me wake
dream.
up.
I wish it to be over.
I was so over.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
1 second, guys. I need to take a quick little thing to check something. Thanks,
Everything
guys.
will be fine.
I'm sorry I had
I am okay.
Sorry, I've been having like a little bit of hard drive issues, and oh hey, I'm back. The shock.
Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Really?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Stanley, what's
But
up,
on this
dude?
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would
How
soon
would you
turn to
collapse
go
dead
call
from
for an
that?
ambulance, for just
Maybe
a
you
few
kill
brief
yourself?
moments, she considered
Like,
the
does
strange
he have a
man.
gun on him? Or did
He was
just
obviously
take a
crazy.
pocket knife and
This
just
much
go,
she knew.
and then
Everyone
that
knows
was
what
what
crazy
the
people
redness
look
was
like.
about. I
And
don't
in that
know.
moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
I'm
I am
normal.
sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
How do you know she didn't just run off because she's fucking... There's a dead man on the sidewalk. No one else freaking would be a little bit scared of that? Or a little bit, like, worried? Anything? Maybe if there was a freaking dead man on the sidewalk, you'd be running off in the opposite direction to get him help. You wouldn't. That's just cold. I expect nothing less. Let me check something again. Let me see if we have enough time for one more story. I just have to refresh. I have to check to make sure I still have hard drive space because I've been having a lot of trouble with that. Okay, we do. So thank you guys.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I know,
What could it
co-workers
mean?
gone. No one.
Stanley
gives a fuck.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Really, I missed a memo. Well, I thought I was missing a hemo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's actually not do anything.
This
he
was
says,
not
no
the
matter
correct
what.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley
We're
knew it
just gonna do
perfectly
the
well.
opposite.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I do. I like the employee lounge.
Yes, this
I mean, look,
room.
there's a coffee that
What a
says
beautiful room.
coffee
What a gorgeous,
nuts.
gorgeous
See?
room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour
Who
on
put
his
the
way
cup
to
on
the
the
meeting
floor?
room. Life without having
Floor.
experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
So I'm trying to read this.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
No, I'm getting by soda. Sheesh. Don't you know? Now I have a drink for the
But
boat.
eager
bitch.
to get back to
Haha.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. Aha! I told you we were doing the opposite.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
What?
5
I'm a
years
dragon.
ago.
You expect me to take directions from you, bitch? Oh wait, let's read this. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I think we got off
I
on the
realize that
wrong-
investing your trust
Chicken.
in someone else can be difficult,
Okay.
but the fact is that the story
YOLO,
has been about
bitch!
nothing. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
I
for
don't
others?
have any
Are you that
consideration.
convinced that I want something bad
Yes,
to
I
happen
am.
to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me
How?
a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Maybe he'll give us money.
Stanley walked
Maybe
through the
100
red door.
grand would do it. Nah, Stanley didn't. I like you better.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
Which one?
door.
I don't have any sense of color. This is red.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red.
I had a feeling.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what
Yes.
lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here
Why
in the
would you-
first place. Broken
I
rooms,
love
exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Where do we
Go
go?
ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I just want to see what's over here.
Okay, I'm going to stop
Wow.
you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm gonna lie.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
He's mad. Aw,
Here,
they're
based on the
looking for
data from your
people.
previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be
Really?
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's
You
take
better,
a look.
bitch. Okay, well, wait, who's, oh, fuck you, good old, fuck you, 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 fuck, yay, I'm the only one online, wow, well, now I'm definitely rating you a freaking 1 for that, cause freaking I'm last.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you
you.
feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on,
no one
and
gives
now
a
would be a
shit.
lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Really?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I don't care. Oh. What the fuck is this game? That's the only thing I can say. We're gonna do this story, and then that's it. Because, yeah. Awkward.
In this
Baby!
game, the baby
Fire!
calls left towards
I
danger.
choose fire.
You click the button to
Babies
move
are
him
kinda
back to the
stupid.
right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
I'm a baby
It's a very
eater.
meaningful game,
did you not
all
see
about
why
the
I previously
desperation and
changed my
tedium
name
of
to Baby
endlessly
Eater?
confronting the demands
I
of
kill
family
babies.
life. I think
You
the
really
art
expect me
world
to-
will
No.
really take notice.
not gonna kill you,
but of
baby.
course,
I
the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Oh, really?
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm gonna protect you, baby. Okay, you're crying and it's already annoying. No, I promise I'll not let nothing happen to you. No, baby! Wait, let's get him as close to a fire without him dying. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, now you can die, baby. I don't really give a shit anymore. Die, motherfucker, die.
Heartless bastard.
I am heartless.
Did you do it because you hate babies or
I'm a
purely
dragon.
despite
What do
me?
you expect?
Because if
I
it's the
hate
latter, well, I
any
don't know what to
living
do.
being
I'm completely out of ideas.
isn't
I can't
pure.
think of a single thing that might improve the experience
dragons
for
are
me.
actually pure
I'm not even going to
animals.
try.
If you
I'm
actually
out.
look at
I'm
it,
out. I'm done.
There are
It's over.
evil and then there's
Thank you
good.
for playing.
I'm
Your
a good
input was
dragon that
extremely
hates
valuable.
anything.
Oh,
What the
hey,
fuck?
since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Perfect.
Just to ease the pain.
I'd like that.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Dragons are heartless, dude. Like, they
yes.
do not hate
This
any-
seems
they
like
hate
it'll work.
anything that's
Let's give
not
it a shot.
Pure. Or good dragons hate anything that's not pure. Bad dragons are just nothing but evil. It's actually true. Like, there's a myth, like, one of the myths about dragons that the good ones are actually pure, and the bad ones are nothing but full of evil. So, oh, hey, Minecraft.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the
Oh, hey,
one thing
Minecraft.
you've always desired. A game I had
can't-
absolutely nothing to do with. But is it
I wanna
enough?
play.
Tell me that, Stanley.
Okay, I'll mine.
Will it ever be enough?
I can't
Well,
mine,
I'll
you
say
son of a
this.
bitch.
I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Oh, really? Where? What the?
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off... Yes.
Whoa.
It's complete.
This is your
I
house?
made this,
Like,
Stanley.
I don't have a good
Look
house
at it.
in my game
Gaze
right now,
upon my work of
but
art
I've had
and
it
feel
better
ashamed
than
at your
this.
own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only
feel
seen it from the
kinda bad that
outside.
you have
You've
so
only
much
gotten half the
inadequacy.
experience. Please,
Oh.
step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand?
No, it's
Isn't
not.
it perfect?
I like
It could only be
squatting.
better
I'm taking a shit.
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild
Happy?
it out
Happy?
of diamond.
That's the only thing.
Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh, finally. Thank you for releasing me so I can fucking mine. Okay. Let's go
Oh
in the
my,
mine.
it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. I wonder if Herobrine's in this version. Herobrine. Herobrine.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is
you
far
here?
more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly
Herobrine.
irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of
Herobrine.
5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay. New game, I guess. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I'm having a lot of hard drive trouble, and I want to make sure that it's not gonna cut off. So that's why I'm kind of being a little bit cautious, because I have like almost no hard drive space, and I need to make sure that it's gonna record this. What is what?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box
Oh,
with
fuck
no way
you.
out, listening to me
Guess
talk.
what?
Oh,
It's
it's
awesome.
inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself.
taking a
What
shit,
is this
dude.
game even supposed
Sorry,
to be?
I'm
I
taking
can't
a
figure
shit.
it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell
Oh.
this is.
You expect me to just come out of that box without my cup? I got a paperclip! I got a freaking... I'm taking my radio with me. This is my radio. See ya, bitch. This is my radio. My radio. My radio. No, my radio. I'm sorry, I didn't...
Oh, it's a puzzle.
I love
Critical
it.
thinking, Stanley.
God damn it.
You're thoughtful.
Shit. Radio. I'm not leaving my radio. My radio is too pure.
Genius. No, actually, you
No,
know what? I think
radio!
that's plenty.
It's almost dying.
I really don't
No,
care
radio!
much to see until you stop.
No! Hello? Well, what are we supposed to do? Oh, you're really pushing me to kill myself, huh? Fine. Hope you're happy, bitch. What? Do you guys have any idea what the fuck this is? What? 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 Is this the original? What the fuck?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
I'm in the
I wonder if
original
he's happy with his
available.
choice. And if
I
he's
am.
learned the
I'm very
heavy
happy.
cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will
I
wrap
don't
everything
need
up
you,
at the
bitch.
end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Is this the end of the story? I'm so lost. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess it's the end of the story. If I spawn in that room, I guess we'll find out. Either ways, I'm gonna go try to make sense of this game. Even though that's probably impossible. And go kill myself. Yep, it's the end of the story. So I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like if you did. And if you also like this mug, I will punch you in the face. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stanley is going to have to go back to work. See you guys. Bye.